BRICS is having a week-long joint naval exercise in South African waters, led by China. BRICS is economic bloc or economics cooperation bodies. But now it seems that the military dimensions is picking up speed in expanding. Why? Because this is what they have to do given the current geopolitical situations. Hi, Leslie Khoo here. This 1 week long joint naval exercise in South African waters is a must. Now I say it's a must for BRICS. Economic dimension is growing, is improving, is progressing. But given the current situations in terms of the geopolitical risk, geopolitical tensions, the military dimensions of BRICS must expand as well. Now, let's look at it this way. A millionaire is okay with no bodyguards. But when this person becomes a multimillionaire, he or she will start hiring bodyguards. When this person becomes a billionaire, he or she will hire more bodyguards and more professional bodyguards to protect himself or herself. And when this person becomes a tycoon, he or she will hire even more bodyguards and even more professional bodyguards. As a community, as a group, BRICS, we can see that with China in the group, as well as the other group members, this group is expanding in terms of economics. So if you look at from the example that I gave just now, its military dimension must expand as well. Otherwise, I'm sure the unwanted attentions from the US and its allies will come even more. Right now, they are already not happy with BRICS, not happy with China, and if BRICS keep growing and growing and growing, of course they don't like it. The US and its allies. So the military dimension of BRICS must expand. And the next stage after this, I reckon it will be like, besides defending themselves, it also must protect the members from being bullied. I would reckon the next stage will be if a member of BRICS being bullied in such a way that it violates international laws or UN charters, other BRIC members will come to the rescue. And with China inside the group, it's unlikely that it will be just talk and words of contempt, so on and so forth. It will be concrete actions to protect the member states. This is very important because besides defending themselves, it must also be able to fend off intruders or bullies, right? Because if you just defend and not fight against, they will just come repeatedly. But if you fight back, to protect, to fend off all these intruders, bullies, then it will be a different story. And if a member state is protected with concrete actions, not just words and words and words. More countries will likely to join because for decades they have only have one option: US or nothing. So in terms of economic cooperation, in terms of foreign policy, in terms of political corporations, that is the only options that they have. But now, with China, with BRICS, they have another options, right? In terms of their foreign policy, in terms of their economic cooperations, in terms of politics. So, with a growing BRICS, a community that is getting stronger and stronger in terms of economics, in terms of military, I would believe more countries will join. They are not afraid of, after joining the group, they are not afraid of being bullied or being sanctioned, so on and so forth, because the other member states will come to the rescue. As the number of members of BRICS grows, it will be like, how should I say? Let's look at this from corporate social media perspective. Facebook, Twitter are now X.com, and IG, WhatsApp, Telegram, all these social media apps, they get more and more important, carry more and more weights when their user space expands. Likewise, if the number of members of BRICS start to grow to a stage where we can say that it is a high percentage in terms of the number of sovereign in the world, then every measures or every tools, every policies that BRICS roll out, the adoption rate will be high. And that will mean that these tools, policy measures, so on and so forth, will carry weights in the international community. The first thing that we'll see out of BRICS, which the US hates and try to avoid, is the renminbi, the usage of renminbi for settlement. When BRICS members become larger, the renminbi for settlement adoption rate will be high, will carry more weights, will become significant. The world or the international communities for non-BRIC members, we have an options in terms of trade. I can have a group which is US dollar based trading block, and I also have a group, a trading block with renminbi as settlement currencies. By 2030, we'll see a significant importance of renminbi being used for trade. So that's why the military dimensions of blocks is very important. Being rich and powerful in terms of having money, having strong growth is not enough in this era. There are many bullies, many countries that do not like it. So BRICS must have the military dimensions to partner the economic dimensions to move forward. With BRICS growing in terms of economy, in terms of military strength. The US for sure doesn't like it. Even now, it has tried many ways to contain China and its allies. Right? Whoever try to be friendly with or get in closer to with China, the US will try its way to warn them, hey, don't get too close to China. But there's nothing that the US can do to hold China back and to hold BRICS, the group, back. There's no way. China is now too strong for the US to do anything. Belief is that, as I mentioned just now, by 2030, we should see two trading blocks. One is US dollar dominant. The other one is renminbi dominant. That is the way to go. I don't think the US, no matter what it tries, what kind of measures, threats, so on and so forth, it will not do anything to China, to BRICS as a group, to contain them. No way. China is now too big, too powerful for the US to do so. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Cheers.